Good morning children. Today I am going to take English class for you and grammar. And in grammar today I will take direct and indirect speech. You have learned about direct and indirect speech in your lower classes also. But let me again refresh you and tell you something about direct and indirect speech. What is the difference and how do we convert direct to indirect speech. Okay. So coming to the definition, direct speech, the speech in which the actual words of the speaker are used is called direct speech. The thing is, when a speaker is speaking something and it is put directly how the speaker spoke, that is called as direct speech. For example, he said, I am hungry. Exactly how he said that I am hungry, like that when we are putting the words directly how the speaker has spoken, that is called as direct speech. But when the same thing is converted into the other form of the verb, indirect speech, when the words of the speaker are reported in our own words, this indirect speech, exactly how the speaker speaks, we put directly. But when the whatever words is spoken by the speaker, when we put it in our words, that is called as indirect speech. Now just now I gave you example children that he said I am hungry. So how are you going to convert this in indirect speech? That time we will say he said that he was hungry. So now see the difference in first and second sentence. First sentence in direct speech I said he said I am hungry. In indirect speech I said he said that he was hungry. Okay. So this is the difference between direct and indirect speech. And there are certain rules which we have to follow when we are converting direct into indirect speech. Now coming to the direct speech, there are some parts in the direct speech. Okay. That is introductory clause and speech, whatever things are spoken. Introductory means like how I said he said. He said is introductory clause and the remaining part is called as speech. Okay. So introductory is in the direct speech, the words which are outside the inverted commas. Now main difference in this is, let me tell you children, see, now when I said he said I am hungry. Okay, this is direct speech. Now coming to indirect speech, I will say he said he was hungry. Now in this direct speech we have two parts. One is which is before the inverted commas. Now this is the main difference between direct and indirect speech. In direct speech we have to always use this inverted commas for the speech part what the speaker speaks. So now you can see that in indirect speech the inverted commas have taken place with was. Certain things are changed. So here in the direct speech we have two parts. One is which is before inverted commas and one part is which is after the inverted commas. Now this before the inverted commas what we have the words, these words are known as introductory clause. What they are known as? They are known as introductory clause. Again I will repeat, in the direct speech the words which are outside the inverted commas are called the introductory clause as they are introducing the words of the speaker. Because we have to say, now if I say you only I am hungry, now the question will arise that who said these words? We have to introduce the speaker, whether it is he said, she said, I said, they said. Okay, so it's very important to have this introductory clause in the direct speech. Now next is in direct speech the words inside the inverted commas are called direct speech. So this is called as direct speech. Okay, so in direct speech we have two parts in the sentence. One is introductory clause and the second part is direct speech. Okay. Now I will tell you in short few points about direct and indirect speech. See, in the direct speech the exact words of the speaker are put within the inverted commas. The first word of the direct speech begins with a capital letter C. Immediately after the inverted commas, the first letter should be capital. Whether it is I or however I start the sentence, we start the sentence, the first letter must be in capital. Next is the direct speech is separated by a comma from the introductory verb. Okay, so introductory verb is here, so that is separated by the comma. This is introductory verb, said. Okay, so So that is separated by a comma. Inverted commas are different and this comma is different. Once again I will repeat children all the 3 points of the direct speech. First is the exact words of the speaker are put within the inverted comma. So this is the exact word what the speaker has spoken. So that I put in inverted comma. Second is the first word of the direct speech will be in capital letters. And third one is the direct speech is separated by a comma from the introductory verb. About this we are talking. Now coming to the indirect speech. Inverted commas are not used. You can see the difference here. These inverted commas are not used here. But reported speech is generally introduced by the conjunction that. Okay. Now here, I'm sorry children, see here we have to add that. Okay. So always this comma will be replaced by the that. Always. This is the main difference. Whatever this comma is there in direct speech, that will be removed by that. So how we will use? He said that he was hungry. Okay. Now the commas separating the introductory clause from direct speech is removed. So this is also removed. The inverted commas are also removed and comma is also removed. The tense of the reporting verb is not changed. The question mark and the mark of exclamation are never used. So in indirect speech you will never have this exclamatory mark or question mark. The interrogative and imperative, the exclamatory sentences are put as the statements. So if any statements are there in question form and this one, that will be directly like that only. There will be no change when we are converting from the direct speech to indirect speech. In the next class I will give you this all with the examples. Thank you children.